Hi everyone, and welcome back to Evangeline's Everyday English. I'm Evangeline, and in this podcast, I talk about everyday topics in simple and natural English. When I was younger, apart from music class at school, I never really sang that much. Maybe a tune here or there, or maybe if a song was stuck in my head. In my family, my parents never sang much, and neither did I nor most of my siblings. We didn't hate singing or music or anything like that, but in my family, we just didn't have a culture of singing with each other, or singing around the house, or in the shower. I grew up with many siblings in a relatively small house, so I think part of the reason why we never sang was to not disturb each other. There was always the standard buzz or noise of talking, cooking, cleaning, and sometimes arguing. But if possible, we tried to avoid creating any more noise above that. Since I didn't grow up singing a lot, and I myself do not have any natural singing talent, I am not a good singer. I cannot carry a tune. I don't think I'm tone deaf, but either way, I cannot sing well. Tone deaf means you cannot hear differences in musical pitch. So I don't believe that I'm tone deaf, but I do know that my singing voice is not beautiful. I remember when I was younger being in the car with friends after a play date. They'd be singing to the radio, and I would feel too embarrassed and awkward to join in. I thought, how could they let go and sing like that? And it wasn't even the case that these friends were the best singers ever. They sang and enjoyed singing through the pitchiness without reaching the high notes, and sometimes they sang without even keeping a tune. For the most part, so for the majority of the time, it didn't bother me too much not being able to sing well. In the end, it's just part of being human. We're good at some things and not good at others. However, things started to change for me when I came to Japan. Between classes in Japan, there is a 10-minute break, which is much longer than the break times in the US, which are only 4 or 5 minutes long. Whenever I can arrive early to a class, I pull up YouTube and I play a song while students hang out during their break time. And during these songs, students occasionally sing along, especially if it's a Disney song. After several months of this, I would sometimes even find myself singing along, to my own surprise. Of course, I didn't sing loudly, but I realized that it felt good to enjoy the music with my students and sing along with them. In fact, it felt really good. Even now, 4, 5 years later, I still enjoy putting up lyric videos to songs and singing along during break times while students talk, prepare for class, and occasionally join me in song. Recently, I've also started to enjoy karaoke. For a person like me, karaoke used to be a dreadful experience, but now I can enjoy it a lot more. Now, of course, I'm not referring to a karaoke bar. I am not at all ready to sing in front of a bar full of people. But I am referring to a karaoke building which has karaoke rooms for groups of people to use privately for a couple of hours. Recently, I sang with a few people that I work with, and even more recently, at my home with a friend, and I had a really good time both times. I found that I have to let myself go a little to have a good time at karaoke. In Japan, there is a term for a person's favorite karaoke song, or the song that they can sing best. The Japanese call this song your number 18. It's thought that this phrase comes from, kabuki, which is a Japanese traditional theater art. In 1832, a kabuki actor named Ichikawa Danjuro curated, or specially put together, a selection of 18 kabuki plays that represented the best performances of the kabuki actors in the Ichikawa family. So nowadays, your best song, the song that you perform most outstandingly, is your number 18. I think my number 18 is Drops of Jupiter by Train. I imagine that many of you listening are great singers, or at least don't have this great shyness around singing in front of people. So maybe my story seems a little particular or specific. But of course, everyone has insecurities. So, whatever insecurity you may have, whether it's feeling too shy to sing in front of others, or whether it's showing your personality, or wearing certain clothes, whatever that may be, I encourage you to step out of your comfort zone little by little. You may even surprise yourself. Thank you so much for listening to me today. Feel free to email me at evangelineseverydayenglish@gmail.com if you have any questions, comments, or feedback. And please tell me about your experiences around singing. Do you like to sing? What's your number 18? Have a great day. Until next time.